And we're live.
And we're here.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, everyone. Welcome. Heather, Indigo Jaguar, Jane, the Seeker. We're all excited to be here together. Uh, we invited Shari Voices from the Swamp, but she bailed on us. She wanted to hang out with the cool kids. But she'll be with us maybe
We
next.
love you, Shari.
We love. All right, so before we start our hellos and everything, we're going to do our cleansing, our spiritual cleansing, and then we can get into the chit chat. For those of you who are new to this channel, this is Sage.
I need some of that.
Ms. Terry D uses this on her fan instead of burning incense because the burning smoke just kills my sinuses. And this is just a safer way to just keep the water and the sprays from
Chicken dance.
cards. Yes. So we eliminate all negativity and we invite all positivity and positive intentions. And we ask our spirit guides, angels, and ancestors to bring us answers to the questions that our seekers ask. So
Blessed be.
And now I'm going to show off a little.
Ooh, the lovely case.
I think I need to open up my new tarot decks.
Well, what you got?
Got goodies.
What you got?
Isn't this adorable?
I
It
love
is.
And it fits my tarot cards and the little pouch. I could put a little booklet, and it's hard, so it doesn't crush my cards, and it's water resistant, so they don't.
Heart is good.
And
It's purple.
And it's purple.
And I have a larger one because we all like things that are big and black. They did not have this one in purple, but and I use this one for my oracle cards. So I have my angel cards here.
Oh, look at those lovely angel oracle cards. I wonder where you got those from.
I wonder. I'll just mention the name and whistle, James. And then these are my ancestry oracle cards. Aren't they cute? Isn't this cute? It allows me to travel and keep them safe. All right. So.
Wow, 16 in chat. We're jumping.
What?
Woohoo!
Woo.
So Heather and Jane, the topic was 3 gorgeous readers.
With your color.
I think, okay, we're talking truth to power on that one. Heather, your hair looks beautiful. Heather just got it redone yesterday.
Yeah.
And Shan helped me. So we did it Tuesday. Yeah.
Jane, you are always glowing.
Yeah,
You're just gorgeous.
I can't help it. I'm sorry. Okay.
It's the natural beauty.
Can't help it.
She's a natural beauty. Not
Yes,
like
she
some of us who have to bring in a whole pit crew to do it. I started at 4. What can I say? It's 7 o'clock now. An hour just to shave. All right. So Heather, and so we kind of talked about this for all of our guests. We're going to try to get through as many readings as possible because all of you attend so many of these shows, and there's a lot of chit-chatting. You're like, get to my reading. So we're not going to chit-chat as much. We are going to do your readings because that's why you're here. So Jane and Heather and I are each going to pull one card.
Oh, one card. Okay.
One card only. And then we're going to go through it together, okay? And Heather, are you planning to use just one deck? Which deck is it?
Well, right now, this was the one that jumped at me the most, but because sometimes I get people who ask for a reading, it requires a different deck. So right now, this is going to be like the main one that wanted to come this evening, but I'll more than likely get up and grab another deck at some point. Because everybody's so different.
Okay, she just loves a lot of decks.
The more decks, the better, right?
Jane, darling.
I'm going to use this deck because it's by Jane Wallace.
Ooh.
The Angel Tarot.
Oh,
And I've got all my Sufi stuff over here.
wonderful.
So I'm bringing in the mysticism, the Sufism.
Bring them in. Bring them in.
I got lots of angels and Sufis, and I have Sufi wisdom and Mary Magdalene and
Ooh.
Okay, reader seeker. So it's gonna be a powerful night. By the way, I'm not being a diva. It's just very hot in my apartment today, so that's why I'm fanning myself. I'm gonna keep it simple. I'm just gonna be using the Awakening deck. It's very RWS kind, but it's a little bit more on the modern side. So this is kind of what I'm going to be using today. And I just love the modern images and inclusivity. So this is the deck I'll be using. We're going simple, though. Alrighty. So I just need, because I have
Okay, we've been having people asking for readings, so I've been keeping an eye on this for you.
Okay, so bring me down the line, and I'll start.
So I see Lalami Soni.
Got it. Start.
KK. She's right under her.
Message guide, spirit, clarity, direction.
There's Teresa Ford. She put them in small caps, so it might be hard for you to see. But Teresa Ford put in a question.
oh yeah, and if from now on, if you could put your questions in caps, for mine, it's going down there.
Yeah.
Hello, Stephen.
Okay, but I didn't see her question. Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
All the way down.
And then we have Quantum Solace Tarot.
Oh, that's my friend Michelle. That's Michelle.
Hi, Michelle.
Oh, hi, Michelle. Then we have Jessica Lynn right under her.
Gotcha.
And hello to everybody. Sherry asked if we wanted company. Sherry, are you free?
Sherry, you have the link. Just pop on in.
Yeah. And then the Colorful Foresight. She asked, she's near the bottom.
Gotcha.
And that's the last I see for now.
Okay. Okay, and we're going to say hello to some of our other friends. I already saw Cosmic Orgasm. He's already
Stephen.
Flowing, our doll. I love Flowing.
Michelle.
Whenever I see your name, Flowing, I get a smile on my face. Just letting you know. Jackie Crystal Moon, you're going to be right up front. I have you because you need to get to bed because she's in Ireland. It's already midnight. Pam is here. Jessica, Viviani. Who else are we saying? Teresa. Oh, she said, you're right. 3 gorgeous tarot readers in one room.
Oh.
The cards don't lie, honey. Karen. Am I missing anyone, ladies?
Jenny Strouch. Ange just walked in.
Oh, Ange. Roots and Waves. Hi, Ange.
Pam Gizmo.
Pam Gizmo.
Nancy is here. I don't know if you already said Nancy. And there she is. She made it.
Hi.
Oh, now she wants to hang with the cool crowd.
She found out.
Well, I'm not doing with Marina until 8 o'clock my time. I was thinking it was the same time that y'all were doing it. I was like, wait a minute. So they I thought, how much time I can
At the lunchroom table, she looked over and she said, I actually like those kids better. Let me. We've all been to high school, girl. We all know.
Oh, goodness
That's
gracious.
it.
Yes. Thank God those years are over.
So hi everybody in chat.
So for those of you who do not know, Shari, Voices from the Swamp,
Hi
Um,
Jane.
I'm going to
This
ask.
is the first time Jane and I get to read together.
Oh,
You did. I think
really?
it was-
We
Yeah.
were going to do it over Christmas break and
Yeah.
things went crazy and we just never got it connected. So here we go.
Well, I am so happy that I broke your virginity.
It's all for
can't
you, my
take
love.
her anywhere.
You
Just can't. You know, stick
is
with
she
you,
ratchet,
they don't go on.
spiritual, or ghetto?
Oh, I'm a little bit of both. I'm a little
Oh.
bit of all of the above.
Oh my God. I hope everybody's enjoying this so far because I'm just having a ball. By the way, I actually had
Or two.
full disclosure. I took a Klonopin like an hour ago because my anxiety was just crazy today. So if I'm a little loopy, you can either blame it on the drugs or you can just blame it on plain old Miss Tara D being herself.
It's still
Or blame
Mercury
it on
retrograde.
Mercury
We can blame it on that.
Yes, Mercury in retrograde. Klonopin in retrograde.
There you go.
Okay, so far we have 7 people starred. Thank you,
wow.
Viviani, for
Guess I need
glory,
some cards, huh?
gorgeous ladies. Thank you for putting that out there.
Oh, hey,
Um,
Robin. Toadstool Tarot just joined us. He
Oh,
says you hear Lupe.
I'm a little upset with Toadstool Tarot. He had a New York City tarot card live meetup with people, and he didn't send me an invitation, but that's okay, Robin.
Oh,
You.
that's
oh.
horrible.
Not
Face
that I could go
palm.
anyway. Not that I could go anyway, but just letting you know, it's really
You still
strange.
want to be invited.
Yes, you saw what happened to Sleeping Beauty when the fairy godmother was not invited to the christening.
Oh, yeah.
Just putting that out there, Robin. Just letting you know.
Oh, too funny.
I am magnificent. All right, let's get going.
Okay.
Everybody has their decks. Everybody's ready. We cleansed the room. We invited our spirit guides, our ancestors, and our
They're all
angels.
here.
And let's start with Miss Jackie Crystal Moon, who will be celebrating her birthday in a week or two.
Ooh, happy birthday, Jackie.
I thought it was yesterday.
Yesterday was she's been doing a fundraiser in order to purchase these decks from the United States. So anybody who donated to her fundraiser got a live read. So yesterday,
very nice.
she started doing some of the readings. It was very, very good. And last that I heard, she found another distributor closer to Ireland,
Nice.
where she could buy the decks from, a lot cheaper. And not only was she able to purchase the investigative tarot that she wanted, she was also able to purchase a second deck. So happy birthday. So that's a lot of blessings. All right. So Jackie Crystal Moon, gals, I'm struggling. Keep nodding off. Is that your question? Like, how do you stay awake? Are you struggling? Or do you want like a card for your birthday? I think we should.
Sorry, I was just getting good news.
Oh, great. We love good news.
Ooh.
My son got a job about a month and a half ago, be about 2 months ago, something like that. He's the sound tech at one of the clubs downtown for their live bands, and it's like a little club restaurant type. Everybody down here serves food with the booze, so they're all the same. And he just got a call from his boss saying, "You want another night that's guaranteed every week?" It's like, yeah. So I'm like, yay.
Awesome.
And we're doing one card, correct?
One card each, because that'll be a total of 4 cards.
Birthday
Gotcha.
message.
Okay. So I think I did that right. Jane taught me last time how to click on the name so it shows up. It's
And
a
how to start.
general birthday message, please. And her birthday, she said, I think is on the 27th.
Well, early happy birthday. And I'm all set. Do you want me to go, Miss Tarot D?
Please, please.
Okay. So, Jackie, this birthday, I have release. Let go of what no longer serves you. Go for a wild ride in the woods. Go dance under the full moon. There's a full moon right there. And I'm going to just read the card briefly. It says here, like an apparition, the mystical oracle of release drifts weightlessly above the forest floor, draped in a billowing silk mantle. Her headdress of antlers is laced with oak leaves, symbolizing strength and virility. Dancing fireflies illuminate her pathway beneath the silver shadows of the full moon. And we're coming up to a full moon 2 days, I believe, after your birthday. So that energy is building, my dear. The night of the full moon is favorable time to focus your intention on releasing any unwanted patterns, such as hurtful relationships, addictions, or attitudes from the past, which prevent you from exploring your full potential. So this birthday, release what no longer serves you. Go out, enjoy, dance under that full moon, and have a blessed day.
And Jackie, if I was in Ireland, I would totally go dancing nude in the streets with you. Just saying, you know.
There's a billowing silk cloth around her. I don't know necessarily.
You know. And Jackie doesn't go to the pubs, but I'll go to the pubs for her and have a couple of pints. Jane, Sherry, would you like to go?
Okay. Look at this. Look at this silly puppy. Look at this dog.
Aww.
Is that not the cutest thing ever? This is from Kim Carey's deck, and it's number 7, and it says humor. And these are intention cards. So I thought for your birthday, I would give you a nice intention. It says, today my intention is to allow myself to find and seek out opportunities to see the humor and lighthearted moments in life. May I remember to lighten up and not take things so seriously. Just like the dancing dog.
That was beautiful. And Jackie is obsessed with dogs. How perfect.
Oh,
Sherry, what word?
Usually one card, but I pulled 2. First one I pulled is from Whispers of the Ocean, and it says, blend into the environment. And what it talks about is you have many skills and can fit into any situation. Take time to assess what is going on around you and adapt accordingly. And then because it's a birthday, I had to do a listen, bitch. You are one decision away from changing your life if you want to. So make that bold step.
Make that wish and blow out those candles.
How magical is that? So, Miss Jackie, the card that I pulled is the lovely Queen of Swords.
Ooh.
And I love her because she's like Miss Parody. She gets right to the point. There's no bullshit. And she tells you straight how it is. And basically, what Spirit is telling me, how you're connected to the Queen of Swords today is, Spirit is saying, it, and kind of what Sherry was saying, it's time for a change. You're going to make a new change. The change is, it's after your new birthday, find your power, speak forcefully, take control, own your truth. Okay? You are a woman of mental clarity. You are highly intelligent. This I know. But for some reason, you've always kind of kept your voice internal. The Queen of Swords is telling you to let your voice be heard. Step up to the table. Take control of the table. Your days of serving the table are over, honey. You are now need to be served because you are the queen that you are. I hope that makes sense.
She says
That
she
deserves a
is.
snap.
She said, I am the Queen of Swords.
Nice.
I'm not as efficient as Gerald at this, but that deserves a fan pop.
There we go. There we go. Happy birthday, Miss Jackie.
Yes, Miss Jackie.
So now, help me with the name. I don't want to mispronounce it wrong.
La
Lima.
Lima. La Lima.
La Lima's question is message from my spirit guides for clarity and direction for things coming up.
If you click on it in the center, it'll show it on the screen.
There you go.
There we go.
Thank you. I love teamwork. By the way, this is the Three of Pentacles, okay? We're all together, working together as a team, making it work. Just in case you wanted to know which card this represented. See?
Aw.
It's the fun way to learn tarot. Make it practical.
Don't know anybody in California calling me.
So La Lima, I got the shadow self. And this isn't a bad thing. And look at that beautiful crow or raven that's sitting up there. The shadow self is a place where we hold a lot of our untapped power, potential, healing. Some people say when they hear shadow self, they think it's all bad. But everything that we've been through in our life, traumas, heartbreaks, setbacks, this is all a part of who makes us who we are, our strengths. You know, we build, we learn, it's our life lessons. And the shadow is saying it's time to tap into, okay, I'm seeing making a list of everything that you feel would be contained within the shadow self, and then look at it, and next to those things, right, but this is what I learned, this is how I grew, this is how I developed, this is who I have become, and embrace that beautiful wisdom. Like the crows and the ravens are all about magic, mystery, tapping into our intuition, into our power. And so stepping into that, and see, she's not completely dark, she's in the light too. It takes that balance. So when we shine that light into those things that we consider darkness, we see how beautifully illuminated they become. So remember to embrace everything that you've been through and see just how far you have come and how you have grown, and let that inspire you as you're moving forward. And that's my card for you, sweetheart. Hope it helps.
And mine goes so well with yours, Heather. Look at this. Willpower. Willpower.
Mm-hmm.
Willpower. And this is from the Sufi wisdom. Whoops. Oh, I was one card short of a deck. All right. But I'm sure we got the right card, so no worries. Willpower. Improve your willpower to reduce your stress level. And it says, show me your face so I would be free from the desire to see the roses. Stand tall so I would see nothing but you, the lofty cypress of my garden. No matter how much you hurt me, Hafiz would never turn away from you. For I found my freedom the moment I became a captive of your love. And that is a poem by Hafiz. And so it's a life-changing moment has come to you in a fire, and a fire of transformation is calling for you to say yes. Whoops, that's the back. So just say yes. Have the willpower to just say yes.
Well, I drew, it says, be insightful and established. I had to pull the book out to see what it means. It says, ground and rebalance your energy. Bring your awareness into the now rather than allowing it to occupy the past or future.
Mm.
So everything that Heather and Jane were just talking about can be interrupted, even completely shut out if you're not grounded. A good way to get grounded, a simple step to take, is sit or stand somewhere with both your feet planted firmly on the ground, and then take a large breath and just feel it all the way down your to the pits of your stomach. Just feel that breath, and then hold it for a count of 5, and then very slowly release it out of your mouth. You want to breathe in through your nose, hold, and then breathe out through your mouth. And do that 2 or 3 times. Don't worry about doing it too fast. You don't want to hyperventilate and pass out. Take your time with it. But that will help you feel the connection of the earth under your feet. Imagine, use your imaginations that you can literally feel the earth just reaching up and just holding your feet as you sit there. And just start with that simple little exercise. And do that every morning. Take 5 minutes. That's all it takes. And you'd be amazed at how many opportunities you will suddenly become aware of that come through your that come into your being every day, that most of the time you miss because you're not grounded, you're not paying attention. I know, I've been there. So I hope that helps.
So, Lalima, I don't know if it helps you, but it's helping me because I pulled out strength in reverse. And I was like, what in the good Lord message is Spirit trying to tell her? Like the reverse of strength? And I think it sounds to me like Spirit is pulling you by the ear at this point. And helping you to stop and sit still and recognize that, like Shari and Heather and Jane have been saying all this time, you have not been focusing inward. You have not been pulling on your spiritual reservoirs and your internal strength. You've been all over the place. You've just been here, there, whatever. And you've been all out here, and you're not in here, my love. You're not in here. And Spirit is basically saying, girl, you need to turn this from this to this. That's the task. You ask for clarity and direction. The direction is flip this card, honey. The direction is go inward. Like Miss Shari said, ground yourself, focus, and bring it all in. Miss Heather was talking about the shadow side. There's a reason. There's a reason. You're avoiding it. Okay? You're avoiding that shadow self. It could be too scary right now. But the thing is, if you're saying you want a message from Spirit, Spirit's not going to lie to you. Spirit's not going to sugarcoat it. Spirit is going to slap you on the butt like a newborn baby and make you cry. But you know what?
Yeah.
With that cry, you're getting that air back into those lungs and you're breathing again. So, Miss Lalima, I do hope that these 4 witches on the screen were able to give you some advice in regards to clarity and direction for things coming up.
Beautiful. And she did comment a couple times. She says, thank you so much. Totally resonates with me. Really grateful for the advice and reading. It was much needed. And then she did one more comment. She says, it's very true. I'm tested in all spheres.
Okay. Great, love. And we're all here for you.
Yes.
Reach out.
Absolutely.
Okay.
We're
Ladies,
here to support each other.
I love doing these readings with you guys. You're so powerful. It's like I get chills here. Okay. All right. Let's see. Yeah, I did it right this time. May I have a reading, please? But KK, I didn't see a question. Did anybody see her question by any chance?
No, I think she might just want a general. That's Kari. So Kari, I don't know if you had anything specific. Hi, Sharon Sipe. I see you. I see everybody. Thank you, everybody. 23 in chat, Miss Tarot D. And ladies, we got a nice jumping group here tonight.
Oh.
You go, baby.
Yes, Aura, we do have time for your question. Did you write it in caps? I'll star it if I.
Well, that's Caitlin. Caitlin wanted to know, it's kind of like an advice on how we would be able to basically friends with a fellow reader, and something that she said that was hurtful to this other individual, which wasn't intentional, and now that individual is no longer speaking with them. And could we share any insight into how this might be resolved? If there's any advice that we could give her for a positive resolution. So that was pretty much what she brought up on my last slide a little while ago.
Awesome. So, Aurora, when we get to you, we'll do a reading on what Spirit's advice for you on how to possibly resolve the situation or work towards amends.
Okay. Kari said nothing specific, whatever comes out.
Mm-hmm.
So I got a different deck for Kari. I got my Enchanted Oracle. Ooh.
Who would like to go first, ladies?
I think ladies are still shuffling. I have Earth Spirit, Kari. I have Stability. And it's a little hard to see, but she's this beautiful little fairy, is observing a lovely little butterfly in her hands. She's got all these butterflies around here. And I love these swans because swans represent transformation. So Earth Spirit is stability, making sure you feel safe, making sure you feel grounded. I'm getting strongly to that because of all the way the energies are right now going on with the retrogrades and what's going on in the world and even in our own lives and our community. It could kind of sometimes feel like we're all over the place. We're scattered, we're tired, we're, just kind of too much in our head space. So I love, because it's like these butterflies are making her sit down, pay attention, focus on them, and to help her get out of her head, out of her thoughts, and just this feeling like what Shari was explaining earlier with the deep breathing. That is a great coping skill that I use when things get a little too much. Just take 3 slow, deep breaths and hold and release. And that helps get grounded really quickly. At least for me, it does. And for her, she's focusing on a butterfly. And sometimes for people, if they need to get grounded or they need to feel secure, sometimes people like to grab something and focus on something that they love in their house, whether it could be a crystal, it could be a pet, or it could be maybe something, a gift from somebody, but something that helps you redirect and focus your thoughts and your energy and your breathing. And that brings you that sense of security and stability. And just really pretty cards. You're surrounded by all your guides, and they're there for you. And especially the swans of transformation, just really beautiful. So I'll leave that at that, Kari.
Wonderful. Thank you.
And mine goes right with Heather's again. I got balance. I got the 2 of Pentacles. So this is all about balancing. And also a really good way to ground and balance yourself if you live by water is to go put your feet in water, especially salt water. If you can't. I mean, we don't all live by the beach. I mean, but you could put your feet in a tub of Epsom salt and water for entertainment purposes only. YouTube. But my card's about balance, finding that balance within yourself, and maybe put your feet in some nice salt water.
Or Epsom salts.
Good one.
Yeah.
And with water and soaking your feet. That's a great way too.
That's what I just said.
Oh, I'm sorry, hon. My brain was somewhere else. Never mind.
It's okay.
If you add like a tablespoon of white vinegar to that, it'll soften the skin on your feet at the same time.
Ooh.
Didn't know that one. There you go.
Just a little throw in there, you know. Yeah, my mother used to do it all the time. That's
And
why
she
I know
says,
about it.
salt bath has been calling my name, she said. So there you go,
There
Jenny.
you go.
Taking salt baths. Yeah.
Right. I pulled from the Healing Spirit Oracle deck. This is a new Oracle deck. It just came out in the last month, 2 months ago when it came out, by Gordon Smith. I really like it. It's got some really cool cards. This one simply says, "You came to serve,"
Mm.
and it talks about in your life you have come through dark times and have experienced enough to be able to choose whether to offer your gifts to others. In your heart, you know that everything you have overcome has been a part of the journey that has brought you to this very moment. Your spirit guide has watched over you and is telling you that you are now ready to use your gifts and share them with the world. For everything you have come through has taught you grace and wisdom that you must share. Remember, the one who serves others is served by the highest spirit of all.
Wow.
And that goes
Nice.
right with what Heather and Jane were saying. I got chills. I got goosebumps from that.
Well, I wait till you see what's happening here. KK, I hope you are paying attention because,
Girl.
girl, Spirit is working overtime. Judgment. Judgment is a card of rebirth. Judgment is a card of you've gone through all your work, your transformation, and you're being reborn, you're being resurrected. And like Ms. Shari said, you are being called to serve. However, the message behind that is what Ms. Heather and Ms. Jane just said. You can't serve others until you serve yourself. You must do self-care, my love. Okay? So in order for you to go through this transformation process, to be there for other people, you must first take care of self. Do the salt baths, do the feet massage, do the mani patties like they were telling you. You're getting good wisdom, you're getting good advice from the spirit realm to take care of self because, my love, you're going to be resurrected and you're going to be put in a path of serving others, whatever that might look like. Okay?
Nice.
But remember, a car can't move forward if it has an empty gas tank.
Mm-hmm.
So you heard it here first, my love. This
Or flat tires.
or flat tires. Yes.
Or a dead battery.
Flat tires. My tires are a little flat today. So, Miss KK, I really hope that this resonated and that it provides you with some guidance and wisdom.
She says, "I needed to hear this. Thank you so much."
Mm-hmm.
You're so welcome.
And Miss Tarot D, I don't know how many questions you have starred, but Rossi had posted a question in caps. A little up, not too far.
IKK Sipes.
I'm trying to see where she went.
Everyone.
It should be tagged at 7:37 p.m. for you.
7:37.
Yeah, I'm not seeing any time on my phone, but it's the company I work for.
Yes. Oh, look at that. I did not know that they actually gave me time on the side of the names. 7:37, 7:34.
And she goes by Rossi, and it's in large capital letters.
There she is.
There.
Rossi, we found her. Okay, and now
You're welcome, Kari.
we are on Quantum Solace Tarot. And let me click it. I would love to know when my health would get better.
Okay, for me, I don't read on health because I'm not a doctor, but I can read on the energy to see what spirit would like to have to say. So that's how I will approach, this reading. Hey, Gerald.
Hi, Gerald.
Up and in. And Ness. Hello, Ness.
Yeah, health questions are complicated. Somebody once told me that I needed a GYN appointment. Surprise. Surprise. Okay.
I paid money to see that.
So with the GYN. All right, ladies.
Okay.
Gerald.
Yeah. So I have a card for quantum. I don't know if quantum is a
Female.
male. Oh, female. Okay. So I did get the Queen of Swords, and so the Queen of Swords, she is very clear. So what I'm getting is okay with the ravens and wisdom and magic and stuff, but mostly with the white for the wisdom. So and that course too at the top of her head is this beautiful butterfly. This is from my new deck, the Mystic palette by Marchetti. And so I'm getting the feel of you have an idea of what it needs, what it takes to get well. I feel like this could be the doctor as well. Being very okay. Let me back up a little bit. Making sure that you are being articulate with the doctor and what is going on with you, and making sure that she understands you and can address your issues, or whoever your doctor is, in whatever realm it is of what is your health. I'm trying to figure out how to put this correctly, because the Queen of Swords is very analytical. She's very smart. She's just very to the point. So make sure that you are understood and what your concerns are articulated, and make sure to clearly listen to what she is saying. With the crows, I'm feeling, or the ravens, there feels like there is a lot of wisdom, and there might be still a little bit of mystery as to what is going on. But just being sure that you stay on top of it with this doctor, making sure, I just keep hearing the words articulating what you're going through, making sure that there's open communication, and that you both understand each other to be able to move forward with whatever this is going on. And I'm just going to leave it at that. So that's that card. I mean, you hold that in your hands. You've got that power. So make sure, you speak clearly about this.
All right. And Patricia Tyree in Merida's Mirror showed up.
Saw that. Hi, ladies.
I got a door for you. You know how I love portals and doors and everything else. And this one says, it's number 14. It says openness. And it says, today my prayer of intention is for openness. May I receive people, ideas, opportunities, and adventures that may come my way with an open heart and mind to embrace them fully. So listen to everything and try to listen to everything. I know how hard it is. I'm not going to talk about my friend, but so just everything that you hear, just, you are that advocate for yourself. And that's what makes you so powerful. She's super, super powerful. And yeah, so just process everything. And that's what I got.
Ooh, Miss Shari, if you don't mind, I need to jump in right here, girl.
Go.
Because
Go.
when Spirit speaks, Spirit speaks. Jane just talked about you need to be your own advocate, girl. Look, the 9 of Pentacles. Isn't she an independent, strong-willed, self-made individual? You are your own advocate. No one can get this done for you but you. And you know what you need. Okay, you know the resources that are available to you and what you demand, being the woman that you are. So it is time. It's like, it's not when your health will get better, but what needs to happen to get your health better. And sometimes it's not at the hands of other people, it's at your own hands, and demanding for what you deserve and what you want and need. Okay? Because you are the lady of your own garden.
She truly is. She says, "That's me. Thank you."
We're all
Mr.
getting
Shane,
that strong female, that strong, independent
oh
female.
my God.
And I sat here and shuffled through 3 different oracle decks, and every time I shuffled, Spirit kept saying, "Nope, nope, nope." So listen, bitch,
Michelle.
your worth is not tied to your productivity.
Mm-mm-mm.
Your worthiness in this world is not tied to how well you are or how sick you are. That's all just packaging. We all come in these very fallible bodies that fall apart, break, get sick. That's just the way it is. C'est la vie. The lesson to learn is that what you're worth, your worthiness in others' eyes, has nothing to do with what your wealth or your health is, and everything to do with how you see yourself.
Mhm.
And when you see yourself as worthy, then you take the proper steps to get well. You see the right doctors, you take the right medications, you do the right kind of exercise, you drink water, water, and more water, which
Mhm.
is perfect for anybody and everybody, is hydrating, because that flushes your system,
Mhm.
cleanses your blood, gets everything going. So pay attention to what your body is telling you. If it says, I don't feel right, and so go see the right people to have that looked at.
Yes.
But regardless, it comes down to what you feel you're worth.
Mhm.
And you could be the healthiest person in the world. If you don't feel worthy, you're going to feel like shit.
Mhm. Mhm.
I'm sorry. That's just the way it is.
Mhm. And quantum, I mean, for entertainment purposes, take this with a grain of salt. I'm not a doctor. I'm not anything, right? I'm just an ugly old man in a pink wig. However,
He's not ugly.
No, he's not. Trust me.
He's
however,
a very handsome man.
Mhm.
they're fooey. They
We've
just,
been privileged to see him without his wig, and we can tell you he's a very handsome man.
uh, the ladies here can tell you when Miss Tara D got very sick and she was not getting the services she needed, she
Mhm.
fired her oncologist, and the universe brought her a brand new one in hours.
Mm.
It's been wonderful. So when
Yeah.
I saw that 9 of coins, it just reminded me of the same thing. When I was talking to you, I was talking to me. Sometimes we have to fight and be advocate and get what we need.
Yep.
If these people aren't doing what we want, then hey, I got to fire you next. You know. So yeah, you're sick, girl, but you ain't sorry. Okay, don't act sorry.
That's right.
You're a powerful individual.
Yep. You're that Queen of Swords. You
Yes,
hold that sword and you speak your truth. I mean,
your truth. Let that tongue wag.
Aurora says drag queens are the best people.
Oh,
oh,
thank you. So, Jessica Lynn, is there a message
Jessica.
for me that Spirit Team would like to share? Oh, she's got a whole team. All right, Jessica, careful when you ask for the whole team.
Don't we all have a whole team?
Yes, but it's hard enough getting a message from one spirit guide, let alone 20 all at once.
I know. But let's ask the one to
It's like
step
being at a
forward.
rock concert sometimes. It's like boom, 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 boom.
Mm. Oh, I miss me a good rock concert.
I just went and saw Disturbed.
You go, girl.
I want to see Metallica again one more time before they retire. Oh,
You know what they did? They donated like over $1 million
mm-hmm.
to our junior college that's like 2 blocks from me. I don't know why they picked this city, this college, this state, but they did. everybody down here is like blown away. I don't know. Maybe they have family. Somebody has family down here or something. But when I heard about it on the news, I was like, Metallica?
Yep.
Are they from here? No. So
I saw
it's
him.
nice to see somebody using their money for good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah.
All right. So Jessica Lynn.
So Jessica,
Are you having a hot flash, darling?
hot flash.
When spirit speaks, spirit speaks.
Yep. Jessica, I got celebration. Look at these beautiful butterflies. You know, butterflies all about transformation. So I feel like you are celebrating a new transformation that you're going through. Whether it is what your guides are saying that this, they see the transformation, they know you're working on it, and you know you're starting to spread your wings. You're starting to trust more. You're starting to believe more. You're starting to love yourself more, and to them it's a beautiful celebration indeed. And it's interesting, I have 4 little butterflies, so I'm thinking that that might be 4 of your closest guides that are in this picture celebrating with you. So you know, enjoy, celebrate life, and celebrate everything that you've accomplished, no matter how small you might think it is. It's still an accomplishment. If it's making you grow and making you feel like you can spread your wings and fly, then so be it. Just open those wings and just celebrate. Enjoy being you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I got awake in the dream. Look, so I've got Yeshua and Miriam. That would be Jesus and Mary Magdalene. And it says, awake in the dream, embrace new possibilities. All possibilities exist in the source field. If you can consciously dream, you can draw blueprints into third density and manifest as long as you do no harm to others. Love is the creative energy that vibrates at the highest frequency on all levels of existence. And it says, practice staying conscious in your dream state.
Beautiful. And I just want to interject with something really quick. Jane, when I was going to type, because Jessica said I've been working on transforming, when I started typing in her name, you know what name came up first? Jesus.
Ah, well.
It was one of those, you know how they put the names in there? I started like just, and they still gave me Jesus. I wanted to share that because you just had that card. So
Interesting.
I had to share that with you.
I got goosebumps again.
Mm-hmm.
Bye, Jackie.
Oh, bye, Jackie. Thanks for hanging with
Bye,
us.
Jackie.
Great love. Happy birthday, early birthday. We'll be wishing you
Yes.
birthday until the 27th.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Every day we see her, we'll say happy birthday. I pulled from Whispers of the Ocean, mutually beneficial venture. It says there's an extraordinary connection at the forefront of your life at this moment. Utilize this relationship to benefit everyone concerned. So it's talking about deepening your awareness of a relationship, which could be romantic, could be a friendship, it could be a business associate. There you go, right there. This card indicates that the spirit of cooperation and mutual interest supports this connection that you have with this person. It says make sure you're doing whatever is necessary to foster better communication and to strengthen what is already in place. Use balance, respect, compassion, and understanding, as these traits will improve all relationships at this time. This connection may offer a new perspective or insight. Strive to be more thoughtful and kinder, not only to a companion, but also to yourself. It seems to be a message Spirit is really pushing tonight with everybody. Take care of you first. If you don't take care of you, you can't. If you don't put that air mask on when it drops from the ceiling, you're not going to be conscious to put it on your children or those around you.
Very true.
You got to take care of you first.
Work towards loving yourself more and having a high regard for the truth of who you are. When you value yourself, others cannot help but respond to you in an equally affirmative manner. That's very true. I know a lot of people that constantly searching for love that don't love themselves. And it's like, you're not going to find love until you love yourself. Can you ask somebody else to love you if you don't love you?
That's true.
You know?
And just so you know, the ones who love people who don't love themselves tend to be abusers. So watch out for those characters.
Yes, very much so.
They know who to prey on. So
Very much so.
yeah, don't let nobody teach you how to love yourself. Learn how to love yourself. So this was very confusing for me, Jessica. I have to tell you, because the card that I pulled is the 9 of Wands, right? And usually the keyword meaning, this is a person who's a veteran. They've been through a lot, but they're still on guard. I was like, what in the world are you trying to tell this woman? Like, Spirit, come on. And Spirit kept pulling me away from the individual into the background, which is the wands. And the Spirit kept saying, don't worry about him. Don't worry about the keywords. Look at the wands. And then it clicked, girl. The wands represent your spirit team. And they're all, I don't know if you can see it well. And Spirit knows you've struggled and you've been through a lot. But it's here to remind you that each of those wands represents another spirit guide or ancestor that's got your back, that's protecting you. And I think the team that everybody here had said already is, you're not in this alone. You know? So your spirit team is telling you, okay, don't forget, we're here. We have your back. We know you've been through a lot, but we're going to be with you throughout this journey. And whatever hardships you've been going through, we all know 10, right, is a completion. You're almost at the end, girl. You're almost at the end of that cycle and getting ready to start a whole brand new one. So just hang on, because your spirit team is there with you. Okay. I hope that makes sense.
And I love Jessica's little icon for her name. I love the shape, the colors, and the design too. Very lovely. It's a 4-star, just like us.
Thank you, Jane.
All right, Jessica. Sometimes, you get these cards, and you're like, what in the world is Spirit saying?
And she says, yes, I do feel protected. Thank you. You're welcome.
Okay,
Colorful Foresight.
That's Sylvia.
Yep. I'll be on Sylvia's channel. Is it? It's this Saturday. We'll be doing a recording, not a live, a recording. It'll be fun.
I'm going to be a guest on her channel on the 24th. We're going to be talking about bootleg decks, so that'll be an interesting discussion. Yeah.
It's interesting. I was in the shower today getting ready, and I was thinking a topic that maybe we should do at some point is, don't shuffle mine, I don't shuffle yours. And that is, sometimes somebody's doing a reading and everybody wants to interpret that reading. And while to me, all the cards might have keywords, I think Spirit is giving a different message to that reader. So if I'm doing a reading, it's what Spirit is telling me. I don't need you to reread what I just wrote. Does that make sense?
Absolutely.
And to have a whole conversation about that. Some people might think different. I mean, there's all different schools.
Interesting. I like open conversations. It's interesting.
Yeah.
Keeps us from getting stagnant.
Now, I mean, sometimes you can add something to what someone has read that will just strengthen what they've already said. It just depends on how it's done, I mean,
how it's presented and spoken.
Are you ready, Heather?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. Gratitude. Sylvia, I got gratitude. So when it comes to anything that we want to bring into our life, it's so important for us to remember what it is that we are grateful for that we already have. And whether it be love, finances, or certain things, things that we don't seem to have, or we're having a long time not being able to get. In this, instance, you're asking about love. What's beautiful about this card too is this beautiful pink little rose. And for me, it feels like you have to make sure that you love yourself, you honor yourself, and feel that love of compassion and acceptance and self-respect. And when you have that beautiful pink energy of love for yourself, you radiate that, and that's what starts to draw people in. Again, the beautiful butterfly wings, the crown. You are a queen to your own self, and just being able to stand in your power, stand in your love of yourself, of that light that you give off, um, will eventually attract the right person. Until you get to that point, it's so important to be grateful for what it is, for the love that you do have in your life, the love of your parents, the love of your friends, the love of family, whoever that is already in your circle that you love. Just remember to write that all down, but making sure that you start at the top of the list with yourself. And fur babies, whatever fur babies you might have. I know you can't have kitties, but I'm not sure if you have, you can have dogs or whatever it is that you love that you have in your life. Just remind yourself of the love that's already there, including that love for yourself, and just put that out to the universe, and just know that that love that you put out that you want for yourself will be brought to you when the time is right. I went a good 7 to 8 years before I met Shan, because I knew specifically what I would and would not accept in a relationship. And having to, I'm still learning to love myself then, but knowing the love that I did have and the respect that I wanted, I was patient. And Spirit eventually brought him to me, but I had to go through things and experience things before I was ready. So I'll just end that right there, because I don't want to make it too much about me, but just making sure that you start with you, girl.
Ooh, and what I see is now, Miss Tarot D, if you look at this card is that card that you got the last time. This is the Nine of Wands. This is the Sawyer's Path. And I'm gonna take this real literally. You are going to have a really good time. Do you see, like, I see 9 different gentlemen. If that's, and
Look what she has in her hand.
yeah, and I did see, I did see a little bit of heartbreak. I want you to know, like, but when you're dating 9 men, when you're going through, you're gonna have, like, somebody's gonna break your heart a little bit. But what is on the bottom of the deck is the strength. Look, so you're gonna need the strength for all these 9 men, okay? All right. All right. So I could say that because it's nighttime, right? And
Yes. Right.
yeah, so there you go. So you see her little thought bubble, those mountains, like she's climbed all of those mountains. She has the strength, she's carrying the lion, and you've got the strength to go through all these men and just go, what, this guy doesn't check off my box, he doesn't check off all my boxes. No, just have fun.
Yep.
Listen, bitch.
Goes back to those.
Yes.
Everything you need to get it done is already inside of you.
Never mind.
I'm just going to end it there.
I think you should. Just teasing.
Everything you need is already there. You already got it.
There you go.
Just
So, yeah, I mean, 2024 is going to be filled with such abundance that you're going to have to learn how to juggle it all. You're going to have to figure out, like, how to handle all these propositions from different individuals, how to figure out how to schedule your dates and your nights out, and how are you going to entertain different people. I mean, because while you're trying to figure out some, you still have others. Do you see the boat in the background? You have others that are coming into dock. You have others that are coming in to see you. You have others that are still waiting to find you. So 2024, you're going to be a very, very busy person.
Mm-hmm.
Very busy.
and remember, when you've had enough, there's a reason why God made batteries. I'm just
You
saying.
know, I was going to say that each of those 9 wands could have been maybe 9 little toys down at the local shop. So thank you for opening that segue for me, Shari.
And does the Two of Pentacles stand for a double A?
Ooh.
Two
There
batteries?
you go.
But what you know what's really great about the Two of Pentacles is it has the infinity circle in it as well as my strength card. So you got 2 infinity thing.
Oh, nice.
So
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. We're just knocking these through.
Yep.
Going right through.
It reminds me of the old TV show, The Psychic Hotlines, when they would just, we'd call in and they would just read you through. Aurora, Heather, do you think we can? Okay, this was the question about
On
what
air.
you need.
We don't need to hear the whole thing again. It's
No.
just drama, right?
Right.
Yeah,
The
well,
question
she was starting to explain later on. I think you were reading. I think we were all reading the chat. She was sharing her story in the chat.
yeah.
So I think we all
basically
saw
what
it.
she needs to do to kind of move forward in this situation.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. What does Aurora need to do in order to move forward with this situation?
You're welcome, Colorful Force.
Yeah. You're welcome, Sylvia. So I'm going to go ahead. The card that I pulled is the Ace of Pentacles. And for me, it feels like, you know, this is you and your friend that you were mentioning in chat. With the Pentacles, it has to do with kind of creating a stability. It's about being centered. It's being grounded. I mean, just really grounding and just kind of finding your footing, coming to a common ground where, you know, I know you mentioned you had to leave the community, but I think what's might be more important for you is just focusing on your friend. And with wolves are known to be one of the animals that they mate for life. So they're very family oriented. They stick together when, you know, one is not well. The strongest one will stay behind the pack to protect it and allow the others to move forward. They're very sociable and they're very protective, and they basically stand with each other. So I think at this time, moving forward, is going to be you heading down that path with them and reestablishing and connecting that that trust, that understanding, and basically taking time to kind of mend things. But I think this is a really good positive card, as long as you know, focus on on the both of you, and not necessarily worry about what other people say or think. Because I feel like this relationship is more important to you than most others. So there's that focus right there. And I'll end it at that.
All right. And I have a beautiful little butterfly on a, what is that, a daisy? And so this is all about transformation. So we're just going to let that go because we're going to transform. This is going to turn you into the butterfly that you are. And it says, today my power of intention is transformation. May I remember that I am in control of my destiny and create my reality. Therefore, I can change anything I wish at any time.
Mm-hmm.
Get it out of your head. Move on.
Yeah.
There you go.
And I pulled King Tide, which talks of plenty, prosperity. It talks about receiving the fullness of life. This is a card of full blooming flowers and the season of summer. But what it's really talking about is enjoying the fruits of your labor. Take that moment to kind of lay down in the midst of the flowers and look around and go, oh, I did this. I got through this. Everything's going to be okay. It's very important to take that little step of congratulating yourselves when you made a small accomplishment. You know, I lost a pound this week, which for some of us is like, you know, that's fireworks. Instead of gaining, you lose. Just all the little things, you know, think of it in terms of gratitude. What are you grateful for?
Mhm.
But just stop and take that moment and think about, what am I grateful for? What has Spirit brought to me in abundance that I just haven't seen? I haven't opened my eyes to see it. Well, they're reminding you now. Open your eyes and look. It's right there. It's right there.
Mhm. Yeah. Girl, this makes so much sense. Girl, I just hope you're open to hearing it. Because I have the King of Swords.
Mm.
And you mentioned butterflies. I don't know if you could see it. There's also butterflies all on his chair. And Heather mentioned stability right off the bat, and he's a very stable person. And the whole thing about all this is, you know, it sounds like you're focusing on him and everybody else, but the King of Swords is basically a person of clarity and saying and stability, and saying you need to focus on you. You need to master your own thoughts, your own thinking, and stop worrying about everybody else around you, because everybody else around you is going to start gaslighting you, girl. And you're not going to know what's real anymore. So you need to kind of just pull it in, be the master of your own wisdom, cognition, insight, ideas, and hold on to your truth. And when things are being thrown at you, communicate your truth, and that's it. Don't explain it. Don't Don't be defensive. Don't overanalyze it. Be very cut, clear. This is me. This is why I did this. End of story. Goodbye. Okay, and be the master of your own thoughts and your own words.
I just realized there was kind of a second part to that question that you had starred. I
There were
didn't see it
several.
earlier.
Mm-hmm.
It says, will my situation be resolved? Honey, I'm getting a really big, strong yes
Mm-hmm.
to go along with that. So,
That's good.
yeah.
Hope it helps, Caitlin.
Mm-hmm.
And Rosanna. Rosanna.
See.
Rosanna.
Ooh.
Good like you, but I
What I
can't
be able
believe.
to say. It's kind of a yes/no question. So how can we reword that for you, Rossi, to give you a little bit more than a yes and a no? Because everybody can pull out their pendulums and start giving a quick answer.
what I just did.
Go ahead, my lady.
Oh, well, I'll go in order. Let me see.
I have several. I'm just going to go off screen for a second so I can concentrate.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I get a no there, so I'm going to go to my cards.
Mm.
Okay, so Rossi, I got to know as well. I feel at this time with the energies the way that they are, because we know things can shift and change, but I got to know about, you losing your job. But then I was looking at this card, and then when I brought my screen back up, I saw you wrote, "Will it be best if I look for something else?" And I think so, maybe, because I see this King of Cups he's holding out a cup. And I feel like if you start looking now for what you really want, that there's going to be an offer made somewhere to you that is going to bring you more joy, more happiness, more fulfillment, like the cups do. And I love this cute little like seahorse. And I mean, it's just so cute. I love the images in this deck. So for me, I feel like I would start looking. I feel like you already, have. And I do see and feel like there will be something offered to you that will bring you more joy and happiness and fulfillment. Good luck to you, my dear.
Yeah. And I get the 3 of Wands. And look in his little thought bubble. He's open to all the possibilities. So there's could be you are looking, I would be looking for a new job, and something really good could come up. Because also we got the double threes. On the bottom of the deck was the 3 of Pentacles. So there's a plan in place, maybe for you to find another job. And there's 2 threes. So, which is a 6, which is victory. The 6 of Wands and lovers, right? Isn't it the lovers card?
I think so, yeah.
So to me, you are going to connect to something that you really enjoy. Don't let this be a scary time for you.
Okay, listen, bitch. When it comes to the current job, don't hold back the tears. Let them flow like a freaking faucet. Except that's not what it says, but I'm going to censor myself just a little bit. In other words, take those couple of days to mourn that job and then sit down and make yourself a list of what you're looking for in a new job. Put it down on paper. Write it out. What kind of job do you want? What kind of duties do you want? What kind of salary do you want? What kind of benefits do you want? Put it all down on paper so that you have a guide to follow as you apply for other jobs or get called for interviews. That gives you a foundation of questions. Well, what kind of salary do you offer? Well, what kind of benefits do you offer? What exactly will my duties be? Some jobs tend to be very vague when it comes to all of that because they figure if they can just get you in the door,
Yep.
then they can screw you over, less pay, no benefits, long hours. I've seen it happen. It's happened to me. So you have to go in with a preset plan in your head. What do I want to do? What do I want to make? What kind of benefits do I want to get from this job? And if you put it all out there, you write it down, you put it out there for spirit to work on it, then you would be amazed at what's going to be brought forward for you. And I'm just hearing in the back of my head, you're going to have multiple choices.
Mm.
So it's not like you're going to be sitting there going, oh, I hope I get this one. I hope I get this one. It's going to be, you're going to be sitting there going, which one do I choose? And that's a big difference. But that's what I'm hearing. So.
And really quick, Caitlin wants to know, Shari, what deck are you using? I believe it's the bitch
Oh,
cards.
this deck is called, listen, bitch. That's the name of the deck. It's affirmation cards to remind you who you are. I have no clue who the author is. I'd have to go look it up because it's not on the box. I got them at Amazon or Etsy. I don't know, one of them. It was either Amazon or Etsy. I don't remember which one. But I saw them and I had to have them. Just,
You know, Shari, I just thought about it. You can actually create your own deck.
I've thought about it.
Yeah, dirty talk from the swamp. Dirty talk from the swamp, girl, and you can have all your cute little.
Oh,
Miss Tarot D is becoming my manager as I grow my channel. Every step I make now, I'm calling him on the phone saying, okay, now this, and this. What should I do?
Listen, I just love seeing my friends succeed, you know? So, Rossi, and this is one of those situations where, and Allison says this all the time, I wish you were sitting in front of me so we can have a conversation about these cards, because there's some questions that I wish I could ask you, because I have death in reverse, or a lack of transition, in other words. And I'm sitting here perplexed because everybody's talking about moving on and finding new opportunities. I'm like, how does this all fit in? And I'm just curious if maybe you're feeling stuck and you're unwilling to transition. Or maybe you're just afraid to move forward or to seek other opportunities. Maybe you're very comfortable where you are at. And, you know, if they weren't pulling the rug from underneath you, you would stay there for many more years. But I think the question is, will you be able to stay? The question might be, do you want to stay? And what's keeping you there? You know, and like, you know, what's for entertainment purpose, we're not HR, but you, you know, you might, this
Thank
might be,
God.
might be an opportunity for you to reevaluate where you are in your career or in your profession. And it's like, hey, yeah, what's keeping me here? You know, what am I afraid of? What am I, you know, concerned about? You know, I'm an old broad. So for me, it's always been, nobody's going to hire an old broad, you know, like if I leave my job, who's going to hire me? And even though everybody says, oh, you're so qualified, you'll get a job easy. I have the upside down death card. I'm like afraid of change because who's going to hire an old broad, you know? So I totally understand that position. So yeah, but maybe this is what it's saying is, don't be afraid. Self-examine what's your concern about moving on, and focus more on what the other three queens in the room have said. And that is, there's a lot of opportunities for you out there, and just trust in that. Trust in that.
Yeah, she said that she has been ahead of the game, looking for, you know, wanting to be ahead of the game, looking for another job. And she currently works from home. And she says she is older too. And, you know, before she popped that in there and you were saying that, I was thinking about, you're like, well, who would want to hire an old broad? Well, what can you maybe do that you can create your own business, be your own boss, and maybe do something, you know, that brings, you know, something that you enjoy doing that can bring in that income for yourself, whether it be like a consultant or something, whatever, you know, I don't know what, you know, you do as a job or what your occupation is. But there are a lot of opportunities for people, especially now after everyone having worked at home for so long during the pandemic. A lot of people realized they didn't want to go back to that, 9 to 5 or even longer hours. A lot of them wanted to start their own businesses and have been successful in following their own dreams and passions. So I just get really good feelings for you, Rosanna. Keep all your options open, really.
And have an honest talk with yourself of what are you willing to compromise if you find what you feel is a perfect job, but it doesn't tick every box.
Mhm.
Are you willing to compromise on the salary or on the benefits or on the duties, or on the days that you work? I mean, those are all realistic things to go through and think through before you go in for that interview, is because you sure don't want to give it all up and sorry y'all, and not have anything set. This is what I'm going for. These are my boundaries. I'm not going to go beyond them, which is a good thing. But at the same time, you need to know what are you willing to compromise on if you find that perfect job.
Mhm.
If it's to work for someone else, because not everyone is cut out to own their own business. Some people they don't have the self-discipline to make themselves work when they work from home. I would love to work from home doing what I do regularly at work, because it was a lot nicer than having to get up and go to the office
Yeah.
every day, But
And Rossi, you and I can always open up our own OnlyFans page, and we can model lingerie. There's a lot of money in that, girl. We can work from home, you and I.
There's a fetish for everything.
Trust me, there is.
Especially
there are people that will pay you money to take pictures of your toes and send it to them.
So I'm sorry. Go ahead, Shari.
No, that's it. I'm done.
So
Jenny.
it's 8:30, and Jenny was the last person that we had starred. So Jenny,
Are you still here?
Why is your Shakira off? I think she meant chakra.
I love that Shakira. I saw that earlier and went, what's the matter? Your hips aren't lying anymore, or are you,
Yeah, when I read it the first time, I thought, okay, she just pulling our leg. But then I thought about it. I thought, no, that's not what she meant.
Jenny, are you still there? We don't have a phone that rings, but Sherry from the
Ring,
swamp
ring,
yelling.
ring, ring,
Yeah.
ring, ring.
How am I
Oh,
friends?
but
Where's your
Sherry
angel
has her
phone?
bowl. Ding, ding.
Oh, there we go.
Let's do an energy check. Jane, how's your energy? Are you good?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Okay.
I'm all right.
Sherry, Heather, energy check.
Jenny,
My energy is
are you
good.
there, Jenny?
She's here. She's here.
Okay, she's there.
Hi,
Very
Jenny.
good.
Ding, ding. Jenny, can you hear me? Yeah, tell Papa, can you hear me? Okay.
Okay. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, I'll start out. Real quick and easy. Your chakras are not in balance right off the bat, and I think this is something that if you notice, there's some ships in the back, and it's looking like you said you're a travel nurse, and I'm looking at traveling boats, but yet your feet need to be centered on some dry land for a while. I think your feet need to be grounded in order for your chakras to get realigned and balanced out.
Oh, did you go first?
Yeah, just jumped in while everybody was still
You
shuffling.
confused me. I confuse easily.
I'm sorry.
We can just reverse it. We'll just go backwards.
Okay, we'll go backwards. There we go.
Okay. Well, I pulled keeping it in check. Just pay attention to what is going on around you. You might be moving into something too quickly or missing some important detail. And that'll happen when your chakras are off. You'll miss, once again, do that little grounding exercise. Start there. Start picturing all of your chakras, go through them in your mind, do a little mental check. Does anything feel off kilter, out of balance, out of whack? Is something not sparking and blinging the way it should? So be more aware. You can learn how to be comfortable in your own vulnerability. Blah, blah, blah. Pay attention to what's going on around you, with your family and friends, your coworkers. Just grounded. Get grounded. Start there, and the rest will follow suit.
That's exactly what I got. Are you ready, Jane, or do you want me to go?
Go ahead, since you said that. Go ahead.
Yeah, just if you don't mind. I got the page of Pentacles. So see how this page is nurturing the fox. Oh, wow. So you need to really nurture yourself. There's that Pentacle Earth, getting grounded, getting realigning yourself. I mean, being different countries, time zones, you really need to take some time and get reacclimated to where home is, to a sleeping, eating, making sure you are drinking plenty of water, and just really getting in touch with Earth. Because I wanted to look really quick at the bottom of my deck, and I did get, the 10 of Wands. So you're exhausted. There was, all this traveling, being the travel nurse, that puts a lot of wear and tear on your body, physically, emotionally, energetically. So just really taking time to get out in nature, ground yourself, and just get yourself centered again. But grounding is so important, really, right now. And wow, Jane. Gee, Jane, what did you get?
And I got the Page of Pentacles too. And for me, it's always like, study up here. And he is outside. There's trees here. But, just study up on how to align your chakras and things like that. And pay attention to, like your crown chakra. So I decided to pull another one. And look at this. I pulled a little nest with eggs in it. And that is just what you do. You're a travel nurse and you take care of people. And I almost feel like it's a little bit of a time for a rest for you. But it's number 39, which is a 12, which is a 3. Which is about opportunities, lots of opportunities. And I got purpose. See right there? Purpose. And it says, today, my prayer of intention is purpose. May I stay in the present moment to have awareness of my purpose in each moment, leading me to my life's purpose.
Nice. Bada boom. Mic drop. Fan.
So, I just put a little banner up. We have a room of very powerful, gifted individuals who've given so much of their time and energy. So if anybody would like to exchange energy by making a donation, please pay it forward. I think Jane has a link of somebody that she's collecting for. I don't know if she still does.
That was Quantum Solace.
Or if you want to make it to another charity, the Trevor Project, which helps LGBT youth who are isolated and scared for their lives, or any other charity that you are drawn to. We ask that you just pay forward. Even $1 or $2 can make a change in someone else's life, because we've all been blessed tonight.
Enough people give $1, you'd be amazed at what could be done.
Yeah. How many people did we have in the room today?
I think we had about 15 or something, or 20 at some point, I think.
Yeah, at one point you were just under 25, like 23, 24.
So
Wow.
that $25 can buy a family, you know, a KFC meal. Think of, you know, if we look at it that way, if everybody gave $1. So yeah. So ladies, final words.
Thank you for
Thanks for letting me crash your party.
So happy you did. It was meant for you to be here tonight.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you for inviting me. It's an honor,
No,
especially with these, you know, fabulous ladies too. So
it
it's
was,
it's nice to have a little group to be.
Let me know when
you
the next one is coming.
wanted.
Well, isn't
And
that
we're working on the Halloween.
I think that's next week, right, Mr.
I
Rogi?
think we're trying to put it on for next Thursday. Whoever's available, please let me know. And I guess we'll try to do the same
I'm
format.
always available for you, sweetheart.
You know. So thank you, everyone. I really
thank
hope
you.
these readings resonated with you all. Please like, subscribe to all of our channels. We're all trying to at least get to that 1,000 mark, just because we're cute on our little
I'm
channel.
almost to 600, so I'm excited.
Yay!
I'll be happy if I get.
Oh, look at the little hand. Yeah, I'm at 570, so I'm very excited.
Yes, yes. I just.
I'm a couple of hundred away from 2,000.
Yes.
I'm pushing for that 2,000 mark.
Yes, you'll do it.
And my little Hermie says hello and thank you, and everybody have a good night. My little snapping turtle.
Oh. Well,
I'm gonna run because I gotta go to the bathroom and then I gotta meet Marina in like 15 minutes. Can I have one of those?
Awesome. All right.
But a real one?
Did
Not
you
a
see
doll?
Ooh, look at that.
He's got wings to boot.
Wishful thinking.
That's the kind of fairy I want to meet. All right, my loves. Thank you so much.
Bye, everybody.
Put this together.
Bye, y'all. Bye, everybody.
Bye. Good night.